functioning.
Hey, what is up everyone? The LDB is back at it again, coming at you today with my all-red AR Heartbreaker build for TU15. Now, with full stacks, we are capable of easily breaking 3 to 4 million crits, and even with very few stacks, if none at all, we are still easily breaking 1 million crits. Have to say we're doing pretty good right there. Now, the only other stipulation to breaking the 4 million crits, and I've actually came very close to breaking 5 million a few times there, is to have a teammate with the COYOTE mask on. That is it. And when playing Countdown, that has usually been the case more times than not. I mean, the vast majority of the time, I'm getting the COYOTE buff, and I'm just going to use it to my maximum benefit. So, as always, I hope you enjoy and find this video helpful. If you do, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment down there below. So let's get into this. Alright everyone, so here we go, on to the good stuff. Now as you can see, everything on this build is all maxed out. All of the gear pieces as well as the primary weapon are fully min-maxed, and I'm not saying that to brag by any means or anything like that. I'm just saying that if you do not have everything maxed out like this, you're probably not going to be hitting quite as hard as I am. But don't worry, just keep at it, keep the grind up, and eventually when you do get everything lined up like this, you will be hitting like an absolute truck. I promise you that. Definitely worth the grind. Now moving on, I'm going to be using the Technician Specialization because, you guessed it, we get that link laser pointer for the long rail attachment that is going to give us the ability to aim at someone and pulse them. Therefore, going to give you the benefits from the Heartbreaker set, giving that extra damage up stacks as well as the armor stacks. And those armor stacks are your lifeline on an all red build. So basically just keep on shooting and you should be good, more or less. Now other than that, this is my primary weapon, the Kingbreaker, of course, hitting for 151,000 per bullet base damage, 650 RPM, 50 in the mag, expertise level 3, so we got an extra 3% weapon damage coming in, nothing too crazy. All of the core attributes are maxed out: assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to target out of cover. And of course it comes with the amazing talent Perfect Flatline, amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. So again, all you got to do, aim at them. As soon as you do, 20% damage up right there on top of everything else we're going to be doing. So gotta say, this weapon is it right here. I absolutely love this thing. Alrighty, so on to the secondary weapon. It is of course the rock and roll. This is the only piece on the entire build that is not fully min-maxed. But you know, I'm not going to waste the resources on this because all we're going to do with this shotgun is simply pull it out, get our stacks up, and then swap to our primary weapon to do all the extra damage, right? So this really does not matter in my mind. The only reason I'm going to be using the rock and roll is because of the talent that it comes with. Perfectly extra, plus 50% magazine capacity. So instead of having 20 rounds in the mag, you've got 30 rounds. And it might not sound like a lot, but an extra 10 rounds to get your stacks up that much faster really does make a big difference. So if you don't have one of these, definitely try to go out and get one. Alrighty, so let's start out with these gear pieces, and we can start right here with the mask. Now, let's take a look at what we're going to get from Heartbreaker. I'm sure everyone knows, so we'll just skim over it really quick. The 2-piece gives you that 15% assault rifle damage and 15 LMG damage. The 3-piece gives you that 15% weapon handling, and the 4-piece gives you Heartstopper. Headshots apply pulse for 5 seconds. Don't care about that because, again, with that laser pointer, all we got to do is aim at them and they're pulsed. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies adds a stack of plus 1% bonus armor and plus 1% damage to pulsed enemies, up to a max stack of 50. So gotta love that right there. This one right here comes with max weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage for the mod. So pretty straightforward on that. Alrighty, so moving on to the chest piece here. It is of course Heartbreaker. I really would not change this out for anything in my opinion. This is where you're going to get a lot of damage from. And I'm not talking about the core attributes or the minor attributes, anything like that. We got maxed out weapon damage, crit chance mod. But the talent is where it is at. Max BPM increases the max stacks from Heartstopper from 50 to 100. So right there, that is absolutely huge. Instead of getting 50 stacks of bonus armor or 50 stacks of damage, you're going to get 100 now. So I really would not swap this chest out for anything in my opinion. Stick with this and you'll be doing awesome. Alrighty, so on to the holster here. It is again Heartbreaker, comes with some weapon damage as well as crit hit chance on there. Now the way I've been getting these double red rolls, pretty simple. All you need to do is grind like Countdown, whatever, and try to get a drop that comes with a maxed out or near max crit chance or crit damage roll on there. That way you can just optimize that last little bit like I did on this piece and then swap out the core attribute for weapon damage instead of armor. Now, preferably if you get the minor attribute already maxed out, that'd be even better, but if you don't, if you get a 3/4 roll, save it, and that way you can optimize that last little bit with a little bit of resources, and you're doing awesome. Alrighty, so moving on to the knee pads here. Nothing too crazy, just some Fenris pads. 10% assault rifle damage just for wearing them. Maxed out weapon damage with crit chance and crit damage on there as well. So, again, pretty straightforward on that. Now, moving on to the gloves here. They are, of course, Grupo, giving us that plus 15% crit hit damage. Gotta love that right there. Get that crit damage up as much as you can. The maxed out weapon damage, and crit chance on there as well. So, again, nothing too crazy to go out and grind. Alrighty, so moving on to the final piece. It is a Heartbreaker backpack. Nothing too crazy going on here. Just some weapon damage, and crit chance. And we get the talent Cold on here. This is definitely where it is at for an all-red build. Increases total bonus armor gained per stack of Heartstopper from 1 to 2%. So instead of getting 100 stacks of armor, you're not getting 200 stacks of armor. On an all-red build, like I was saying before, that is going to be your lifeline, so just keep on shooting and you should be doing just fine. Keep those stacks up and you will be just cruising. I've been loving it. Alright everyone, so before we go ahead and sign off, let's just do a quick little recap breakdown here on the stat sheet. Now again, the weapon talents that I'm going to be using, perfectly flatline and perfectly extra. Pretty straightforward on that. My base weapon damage, 151,000 per bullet. We got 51 crit hit chance with 125 crit hit damage, 75% headshot damage on there. Got some health damage as well, 31 meter range, 2.1 second reload time. Got some reload speed, accuracy, stability, swap speed, handling, ammo capacity. I mean, you named it. We got it on here. Now, here we go. 103% all weapon damage bonus with 55% assault rifle damage bonus. Gotta love that right there. I mean, those two numbers put together alone and then multiplied by all these stacks and everything, oh boy, it gets nasty real quick. Now, as far as the gear talents go, Cold for the backpack, max BPM for the chest, and it is pretty easy to put together, in all honesty. We've got 4 pieces of Heartbreaker, 1 piece of Grupo, 1 piece of Fenris. Straight up. That's all you need. As far as armor goes, 731,000 armor, so we're pretty squishy, but just stick to cover and get your stacks up, get your armor stacks going as much as possible, and you'll be doing just fine. You'll be face tanking just like everybody else. Our max health, 333,000. Got some health regen on there, you know, a little bit of pulse resistance, explosive resistance, all this good stuff. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed and found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment down there below. So until next time, guys, I hope you take it easy. I will see you then. Later.